Wow, we are finally on Facebook, guys. Yay!
Yippee!
How's everyone out there doing? I hope you're being cool today. Today is the hottest day in Los Angeles. Actually, tomorrow will be in a long time.
Yep.
Tanya, how you doing up there on the hill?
I'm doing great, although it's hot even up here. And we never have the air on up here. But I woke up this morning and I was sweating. That's how hot it was.
You were
So
sweating.
it's a hot
You didn't even-
one.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. Well, everybody, thank you for coming. Hello, everybody on Facebook, everybody here on Zoom. Welcome to the live chat on Saturday, September 15th with Tanya Roberts. Do you hear all the fans screaming, Tanya?
Hi, guys.
Let's see. Let's see what's going on. I was doing a little research today. I was finding out what we're celebrating. We're supposed to be celebrating on the 5th year of September. And today is the World Samoa's Day, which is, you know, that little Middle Eastern kind of a square, which is a fried dish with onions and peas and potatoes and cheese and beef. You can get them. Yeah, we're celebrating those, so we should order some of those. It's also Cheese Pizza Day, guys. Cheese pizza. Pizza.
That's your favorite.
Yes. Did you know there's 70,000 pizza locations in the US? That's a lot of pizza.
I'm not surprised at all.
That's a lot of pizza. And also the third thing we are celebrating today, it is International Charity Day. Yes, you should be hopefully generous if you can.
Give a little money, especially to the dogs.
To the dogs?
And the cats and the cats and
yes.
Babies who need homes.
And I am fundraising for AIDS Walk 2020 here in Los Angeles. So if you want to go to my page, my Facebook page, and donate to that, that would be awesome too. That would be awesome.
Great.
So that's great. Well, we have Scott in the room. Scott, we are going to bring you in. I hope you want to come in. You didn't raise your hand, but I'm going to bring you in anyway. Let's see. Wow, this is interesting. It's not letting us bring people in. That's weird. Huh. Well, isn't that an interesting thing? Why is that?
Very interesting. I don't know.
That is an interesting thing. I don't know why that is. Well, let's go to Facebook and see if there's any questions from Facebook, and I'll work on this in a second. It's not letting us bring people. Barry Leaf says hi from the UK.
Hi, Barry.
Wendy says hi. Hope you guys are having a great Labor Day weekend.
Hope you are too.
Albert says, hey, Tanya, great seeing you, honey.
Great to see you.
Oh, guys, it's the wrong password. That's why no one's in the room.
Oh.
Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to try to put everything. Where's the live chat? I'm going to put it in here for you guys. Sorry about that. That's weird that there's one person in there, but nobody else is. You know, it's the world of technology, right, Tanya? We were just talking about that the other day, how much we love technology. It's my favorite thing to do. And let's see, everybody. We are going to this is great. So what have you been up to this week, Tanya?
Well, let's see. I did an interview for the Beastmaster, which they're rebooting or something. They're bringing it back again. And let's see what else I did. I worked out, took the dogs for a hike, watched lots of good movies. and ate.
Well,
That's
that's
about
good.
it. Oh, I talked to my doctor on a visual appointment.
Oh, that's good. Was everything okay?
Well, she took my blood pressure and that was okay. And she's making an appointment for me to come in to have blood work done. So I'll probably be doing that next week or something.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, we're bringing Scott in. Hi. They've changed something on the Zoom. So it says Scott can chat. Hi, can you hear us, Scott?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can, but for some reason, it's not. You guys talk amongst yourself, and I'm going to see if I can do the camera to see if I can change it to put the cameras on. So
Hey,
bizarre
Scott,
today.
where are you calling from?
I am calling from Tacoma, Washington.
Oh, yeah. How's the weather?
It is overcast today at the moment, but it's supposed to be up getting into the 90s all this coming week.
Wow. That's like us. We're 100 today. I think we're about 100. Or
Yikes.
maybe it's 96. But we don't get a lot of heat where we live. We live up in the hills, the Hollywood Hills. So we're pretty lucky that way. But still, I woke up in a sweat this morning. I was that hot because it never gets hot up here, really. So,
Well, don't I remember you saying that you didn't even really had to run your air conditioning? Is that correct?
yeah. Yeah, we don't have to hardly because it's so cool. We have tile floors and we're way up on the top of the hill and we have 360 views. So everything's open and the wind just blows through. So it's nice. But it was hot this morning.
Well, I got a question to ask you. I was watching your movie Forced Entry,
Mm-hmm.
and at the very end of the movie, when you are stabbing the hell out of the guy that was attacking you, it was, at least in the way it was ended, it looked like it was so intense. And all I kept thinking is, how did you prepare or have the frame of mind to prepare for something like that?
I guess I just saw the situation and I believed I was in it and I wanted to protect myself. So after he'd been harassing me the whole time, I just finally let loose on him. That's about all I can say.
That's a
Hello?
great answer. Yes, I figured out how to bring him on into the, but I had to boot him out. I'm so sorry. But that was a good question. That's a very good answer. I have not seen that movie myself.
Well, what is up with my image?
I don't know what I pulled you into the room and I asked you to. I don't know. This is Lance.
Oh,
there you go.
There you are.
Lance kept sending me things all
Hey.
week about Zoom and how the updates are going on, and I think they've updated things. And guess who didn't read the emails?
Oh,
So, what happens in the movie Force Entry? I've only seen the posters.
you describe it to him.
Well, basically, it is about a guy that is going around. He has mental issues and he's going around killing women that he is attracted to, because the women that he is attracted to are turning him down. So he kind of seeks revenge on them.
Ah,
And of
that's
course,
right.
and Tanya is like the last victim of his in the movie. And he attacks her, and some of the things there, I mean, even when he like they're fighting on the stairs, and then at the I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, but towards the very end of the movie, she grabs his knife, and the blade on it's like this big. She grabs his knife and she's just going down and down and down and down on him. And it's like you can feel the rage she has towards him for everything that he did to her. And so to me, when I was watching that, I'm going, it's so intense that I thought, how would you prepare for something like that? Because
She drove on the freeway to the studio. There you go.
I guess that would do it, wouldn't it?
That would do for
Yeah,
most people.
no, I just related to the idea if someone had been scaring me for so long, I'd have to do them in. I mean, for fear of my own life, losing my life, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the other thing, I thought they did a slight miscast because you're in your early 20s and they have these kids in there, and I'm going, there's no way you are old enough to have kids that old.
I know, I remember. That was the producer's kids,
Okay.
and
But
he
yeah.
wanted them in.
Oh, that's funny.
That is.
Yep, that's funny that you'd remember that.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's a good, it sounds like another amazing, strong character Tanya played on film. Oh, there we are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Very nice. All right, Scott. Well, thank you for enduring me trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing here today.
All right.
Have a good day and stay safe. You going away for the weekend?
Nope, I'm just staying in at home all weekend.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So am I.
It's like even going up to go see my mom. I have not seen her since February, and I feel kind of guilty, but the area that I live in Washington State, we have the third highest COVID rate. And I'm just going,
Oh, you do?
yeah. And it's like, I don't even want to take a chance.
Yeah.
Because I'm going, if I went to see mom and by some chance I had it and I gave it to her, it would kill her. So it's like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, for sure. You got to be careful. You can talk to her on the phone.
Yes. I'm
And
trying
Zoom.
to teach her. I want her to do Zoom like this, but she's not quite ready to do that yet.
Mm.
Well, she'll get there.
At least keeping in touch with her is better than nothing. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. Well, again, great seeing you. Take care.
Great
Bye,
to
Mike. Bye,
see you.
Tanya.
Bye. Thank
Happy
you.
Labor Day.
Happy
Bye-bye.
Labor Day. Bye.
Bye. All right. I'm so excited that we figured some of this stuff out, or I did. Sorry about all that, folks. We're going to go back to Facebook. Let's see. Dell has a question. What is your favorite memory from childhood?
Oh God, my favorite memory from childhood was probably when I got my puppy Lady for Christmas. I was 2 and 2.5 or something. And I opened this big box and out came a little cocker spaniel, a little black and white one. She was so adorable. And she was my best friend until I was 12.
That
And
is
she passed
adorable.
Yeah. Oh, she was so cute.
How long did you have her?
I had her for about 10 years.
Oh, that is
And
sweet.
she passed away. Yeah, she was my angel. I used to say to my mother, Mom, she's not a dog. There's a person in there. There's a person in there. I was sure she had a person inside of her.
Oh, you must have been an adorable child too.
Well, I loved animals.
Well, that's funny because Steve Bernstein asked, since you love animals, are you a horse racing fan and will you be watching the Kentucky Derby later today?
Well, with all the problems they're having with the horses and all the stimulants that are giving them and the way they're all dying, I don't know if I'm going to this year because I feel that they're really, really being cruel to them. I mean, so many are dying here at the track in LA. And I mean, like 100 of them have died, 60 of them. So I'm not sure how I feel about horse racing anymore. I just think they're giving them too many, drugs. Stop that, Muttley.
Muttley is
You
just
know?
saying yes to your what you're saying.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
agreeing.
that's terrible. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrible. Well, I wonder. I don't think they're going to have people in the stands today at the races. I'm not really sure about that. But
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Elizabeth Child is asking, are you going to the Hollywood show in the near future?
The Hollywood show?
Yes.
Yeah, certainly if the pandemic's over. If it's not though, if it's still dragging, when is that supposed to be, Mike?
I don't think they've announced a date yet. But the one we're supposed to do, Chiller, is happening next year. They're not doing October. So
Yeah.
I think they announced March of next year, I believe. I could be wrong about that. But I don't think the Hollywood show has announced a date yet. So.
Yeah, well, I don't think if there's any chance of anyone coming down with COVID, I don't think they're going to have it because everybody's so close in those shows, you know, and
Yeah.
they want to put their arm around you and take pictures. And I would be too freaked to do that, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely, those shows are very, very up and personal. And
Yes.
at this point, we can't really do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Stephen, yes, I put the Zoom information on another, on a post on another thing here in Tanya's Facebook. So if you guys want to come on Zoom, it's above the video. So I posted it up again. So all the information is up there if you want to come on Zoom. Caesar is from New Mexico or Mexico and has a question. How was it playing Sheena?
Oh, it was fantastic. We went to Africa for starters, stayed in Nairobi, and then we went to Lake Naivasha, Mount Kenya, the Aberdares, everywhere. It was just so fabulous. And we brought our own animals with us, our lions, our tigers, our chimps, our elephant, our rhino. And they were all left to stay in parks, safe parks where they wouldn't be hurt. And the little elephant is in Virginia now, so I want to visit her to see if she still remembers me, because she was just a baby when I rode her. I was the first person who ever rode her. They never told me that at the time. But it was great. It was great.
But she let you ride her, right? She was
Yeah.
sweet. She was sweet. Elizabeth Childs asked, what are your puppies' names?
Oh, my puppy is Muttley, the black one, and Socks is the little brown one. They're both rescue dogs.
And they are adorable. I love them both.
Yeah, except they're always jumping up on Mike. Not one, just the other, Muttley.
They like me a little bit too much.
Yeah. He has loads of love to give to you.
He almost flew out the door when I left. He was so mad the other day. He was upset. Micah asked, hi, Tanya, what was the nicest scene for you in A View to a Kill to film?
Probably the nicest film for me was driving the fire engine. It was a lot of fun. I really liked it. That was the best one. And the going up in the Zeppelin was fun too. But I think driving the fire engine was the best.
Because you don't do that every day, do you? You don't drive the fire engine.
The wheel is like gigantic.
It's great. We're going to bring in Philippi from Madrid, because we haven't talked to him for I think a week. And then we'll go back to Facebook. Hello.
Hey, Philip.
Hi.
How you doing?
How are you doing?
Great. How are you?
Well, great. September is here. It's a little bit hot in Madrid, in Spain, but not so hot than it was in July, for example, when we had heat waves. But I heard that there was a heat wave in Los Angeles.
Yes, we're having one right now, a bad one. Like not where I am. I'm about 96 or 98, which is high enough. But somewheres in the Inland Empire and stuff, they're 106 and 108.
Oh,
And some of the valleys are 106 and 108. It's really, really hot. They're cautioning everybody to stay inside their houses. And
is it
not
normal?
to,
Is it normal at this period of the year?
no, it's higher than it's ever been. I think we're setting records. But yeah, it does get warm, but not this warm.
Okay. Okay. So first I wanted to tell you thank you again for having us every Saturday at your home. So it's great having the opportunity to speak with you. So again, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I had two little questions. First, we always speak about the original Angels and the movie Angels, but we rarely speak about the series of 2011. Have you watched the series that they did in 2011 and that was cancelled after 7 or 8 episodes?
I never did. I never saw it.
Okay. It was not good. It was in Miami, and I thought it was entertaining, and it was sad that it was cancelled after so few episodes. But well,
Yeah.
I guess it's
Well, if
life.
they did a better job on it, I don't think it would have.
Yeah, but well, it's always great to have new angels.
But don't get me started with that new series. Don't get me started.
Okay. And I remember last week that you said that when you finished Charlie's Angels, you were offered by Aaron Spelling a series, which was, I guess, T.J. Hooker, and that the part was given to Heather Locklear. And I just wanted to know if you had already met Heather Locklear or not.
No, I had met her at the studio very briefly, but I had another project I wanted to do, so I didn't want to do that. You know, even though it was a good steady job, I wanted to do Sheena, which I didn't get. So I was happy with my choice. But that was a good show.
Yeah, you did right. And well, for today, it's I guess I don't know if you had the chance. I was about to forget, and I wanted to start with that. I don't know if you had the chance to watch this Argentinian film, or it was not.
I didn't. I bloody well forgot the name of it. What's the name of it again?
Oh, so I tell you, it's Wild Tales.
Wild Tales.
And it's from Argentina. So I don't know if you can find it or where you can find it.
I'll try. I forgot all about it, but I'll try.
But
Wild Tales from Argentina.
Yes, Argentina. And I assure you that if you see it, both of you, you will love it.
Oh, great. Great.
Yeah. And just last one thing, because, well, I'm a fan of Tanya Roberts, but my little brother told me that he has always been a fan, and I didn't know, of Tanya Roberts in James Bond. So, and I have a lot of friends that who didn't know Tanya Roberts, but now I always tell them I'm speaking with Tanya Roberts every Saturday, and everybody in my around me now knows Tanya Roberts. So I just wanted to know if you could say, I just wanted to know if you could say hello to my brother. My brother's name is Bertrand, and if you could tell him,
Bertrand, hey Bertrand, how are you doing? I like your brother.
Sorry. Yeah.
She goes, she liked your brother.
Oh, thank you very much, and he'll be happy to hear that. So, well, it was great to spend these minutes with you today. stay safe and stay in the cool because of the heat wave. And I hope I can see you next week. Next week I will be with my brother because next week I will be in France. And well, maybe we'll both do the Zoom experience. So have
Yeah,
both.
why not?
Oh, great! Thank you. Have a good weekend, a good week, and stay safe and healthy. Thank you.
You
Bye-bye.
stay safe too. Bye-bye, Philip.
Thank you.
Oh, that would be fun. Live from Spain next week. Live from Spain.
Huh?
He's gonna be live from Spain. I wish we were in Spain.
From France.
And France. Well, he was going to be in Spain next week, I guess. He's going to visit his friend, his brother. Anyway, we're going to go to Facebook. Steven says, I'm looking forward to seeing your film, Purgatory. Was it fun doing a woman in prison movie?
Well, it was fun, except I had a big fight with the director, and I walked all the way through town in a bloody prison outfit with blood all over it, and no one even looked twice at me. And it was a long walk. It was like 2 miles. And that's how crazy it was. For some reason, no one even looked at me. Like I was covered in blood. It was very weird. But the movie itself was fun, and I liked working with Pop, the girl who was in it with me. And it was good. I enjoyed it.
Where was the film? Where did you film?
In Johannesburg.
Oh, maybe they're just used to people with blood all over themselves walking through the streets.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Elizabeth asks, "You must have been. It must have been wonderful working with those animals." Another question from Dell: If there was a movie made about you, who would you like to play you?
Oh God. Lord, maybe Scarlett Johansson. Can't think of anyone else.
She would be a good choice. She'd be a very good
Yeah.
choice. You guys kind of look like sisters. Carolyn asked, besides Sheena, what other comic book character would you like to play?
Let's see. Wonder Woman I would have liked to play. That would have been fun. And Catwoman would have been fun. So those two, I think.
Yeah, you would have been great Catwoman.
Yeah, it would have been fun.
Think of all the research you would have to do and play with all the cats you would have to play with.
I love cats.
I love cats too. I think they're underrated.
Yeah, they are. I started out with cats when I was first growing up and left home. And oh man, did I love them. They were great.
But what I like most about them is they decide when they want to deal with you.
Yeah, but mine were very, very affectionate. They always wanted to deal with me.
Oh.
They were very affectionate.
Yeah, I babysat 2. My friend Michael has 2, and I babysat them, and they would not want to come in for me. They would allow them to go outside. Yeah, no, and then they would run away from me. One ran away, and then I was frantic because I don't really enjoy. I love people's pets, but I don't really like watching them because I'm always afraid something's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
And inevitably it does. And Rascal left, went out in the back. He was not coming back. And then I finally gave up, and I opened up the front door, and he sat there like, 6 feet away, just looking at me. And I'm like, please come in.
Thank God you found him.
Oh yeah, no, he
Thank
just
God
sat there.
you found him.
He just sat there, and then he just looked at me, and I'm like, please come in. He was like, no. So I had to close all the doors in the kitchen and leave the kitchen door open. And, you know, Michael said he would just finally come in for food, which he did. I can't, you know, I walked in there and there he sat eating. He was like, what? Here I am. What do you want?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a scary story when someone's pet runs away from you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I have many like that. That's why I don't really like sitting, because I'm afraid. Let's see. We have a couple more questions. Was it fun working with Tommy Chong?
Tommy Chung. Oh, yeah, he was fantastic on that 70s show. He was stoned out all the time, at least it seemed to me he was. And he was really funny and just the same way he is in all his movies. And he was a great pleasure to work with, really fun. You couldn't help laughing in the middle of some takes. He was that good.
He seemed to be very fun to work with.
Oh, yeah.
And he seems like he's been stoned all his life. So what can you do?
Yeah, I think he has.
007 Travelers ask, hi, Tanya. You starred in Illegal Tender. What are your memories of shooting that film?
Let's see. I liked the leading man I was working with, and I liked that he rode a motorcycle, so I got to ride in the back of it. And it was just a good movie to do. We shot it all around LA, and it was fun. It was good. No problems there.
Nice. Omar asked, we adore you, Tanya. Thank you for making this a world a better place. Can you share any anecdotes, fond memories working with Roger Moore? Please, sending love.
Okay, well, the one memory I remember of Roger Moore is my husband was along with me, and he's from the Bronx, and he has a really thick Bronx accent. And so Roger Moore's wife was buying all this incredibly expensive jewelry, really like $250,000 bracelets and stuff. And one day he took me over to the side and he said, do you think your husband could do anything to get her out of the way? I know he was kidding, but that was funny anyway. He had a good sense of humor.
That's great. That's fantastic. Let's see. Anna's watching. Let's see. Stephen kept asking, Stephen, the links for the Zoom is above. I put it in a separate post above the, it should be on the link. It should be up there, guys. It should be up there. Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. Let's see. Let's see what other questions we have on Facebook. Richard says, we had to write this, but in French. I don't know what you wrote in French, but yes, please write in French because I don't know how to speak it. So,
well, I can make out a little bit of it.
Okay, if it comes in, we'll do it. Elizabeth says, totally, the more love you give to cats, the friendlier they are.
That's the truth. It's totally the truth. My cats were so loving and sweet, and they were incredible. As a matter of fact, when my female cat had babies, the male cat sat in the little box taking care of the babies. It was really freaky.
Oh,
he was such a good brother and such a good uncle. Yep. And I loved my cats.
How many animals have you had? Do you know?
Oh, I've had about 7 dogs, about 7 dogs and 3 cats,
Wow.
and my koi fish and my parrots. Don't forget about them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I've had a lot of pets.
And they make life a lot easier and
They
funner.
make life more fun. Yeah, they entertain you, and they're there no matter what mood you're in. They're in a happy mood, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's
they're
true.
really nice to have.
They're always happy to see you
They
regardless.
brighten up, yep, they brighten up your life. They're always happy to see you, no matter what mood you're in, no matter how weird you look, no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's unconditional love, and I really like that about them.
Yeah. They never care how fat I am.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, we're gonna bring Stephen into the room. Please keep posting your questions on Facebook and we'll ask those questions. Okay, Stephen. There we are. Hi.
Hey,
Almost there. Hello.
hello, how are
lighting
you
is-
doing?
Hold on, the lighting's really bad. Let me turn sideways. There we go. Try that. How's that? Better? You can see me.
Fine. Yeah.
Much better, yes.
Good. Sorry, the light's terrible. It's dark at, it's 9:15, so I'm very sorry.
No,
8:45.
Yeah, 9:15. Manchester's been pouring with rain today, so
Yeah,
I think there's a delay on the
Nine-
line. I'm really sorry.
yeah, no problem. I told you my mother's from Manchester, from Oldham.
Yeah,
And
so
I really remember growing up, all the pastries. I loved trifle and all the English desserts I loved. And the English food, believe it or not. We
well, we
we-
discussed this last week. Yeah. We had a
Yeah,
big debate last week. So at least
yeah,
you told me last week that you like lemon sole. So, English food
that's
isn't all
right. What a memory you have. I did. We got that very often at the place we were staying. They had that, and my mother loved it. So I always, or duck l'orange. They had a lot of French dishes there, and but prepared the English way. And it was great. And I liked the city itself. It was kind of grayish, but
Mm.
it was real interesting. Old
Yeah.
world, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
It's
a good
about
blend of the architecture, it's a good blend of old and new now. It's a good sort of contrast.
I was gonna say you have a lot of new high rises.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I'll do
Great.
then is I'll take some pictures and send them to Mike and he can send them to you.
Oh, great! That would be super. I'd love to see him.
Yeah, I'll take some pictures because I'm still off work. So I'll take some pictures and I'll send them to Mike and he can pass them to you.
Great! Thank you so much. It's very sweet.
My pleasure. So anyway, tonight I'm going to ask you, I'm not going to talk about James Bond. We're going to have a week off from Bond. I wanted to talk to you about the Actors Studio, because am I right in thinking that's where you did your training?
No, I wasn't at the Actors Studio. I was at HB Studios down in the village. And that's where I took my speech course because I had a really bad New York accent. And that's where I took my scene study classes. And it was a really good place.
Okay,
I
so
never went to the studio.
okay, so you'd started off because I mean I take a lot of this information from what's on the internet, so it's not stalking. It's trying to be appreciative as a fan. So so I understood that you started in modeling and then moved into sort of acting. What was the initial kind of appeal to? I want to try acting. What
Well, I always probably wanted to be an actress, but modeling seemed like the easiest way. And then I got into commercials, and the
Okay.
commercials were directly connected to the movies. So, you do a couple of good commercials, and then you get calls to come up and go up for movies. So that's how it all happened.
Okay. So you would consider yourself quite an artistic person. It's always about sort of creation and how you sort of work out your character study. Is that how you approach your work?
Uh-huh, definitely. Who she is, what kind of girl she is, what she likes to eat, who she likes to be around. You got to get all that in your character so you have a real full character, so you're able to play a character rather than yourself.
So what interests me, because my hometown is Stratford upon Avon, which is obviously famous for Shakespeare. And I've done sort of some theatre work myself. So when
Oh,
I
yeah?
get so nothing professional, but enough to get my face on a poster, and that's cool with me.
Yeah.
But when you get a script, because I haven't obviously worked in television, how do you go about the process of learning your lines? Do you learn the script in its entirety before you shoot everything, or do you learn it like the night before you shoot this scene?
No, I learned it in its entirety. Then for weeks before I start working. Now with television, for example, that's different with sitcom. You get a script every Friday that you work on till Monday, and then on Monday you do a table read with all the characters, and
Mhm.
then Tuesday you perform it, and then Tuesday night they rewrite it for what they liked and what they didn't like, and Wednesday you perform it again, and Thursday you get another script and you perform it, and that night Friday night you shoot it. That's how our schedule was. And you get 3 weeks on and 1 week off, and 2 weeks off for Christmas and 2 weeks off for Easter and everything. So it's a great work to do in front of a live audience. It's like stage, and it's really good.
Yeah, the thrill that I get from doing a piece of stage work is it's great, because you've got to be on your game. That you can't just go and do take two. You've got to get through it. But that's
Oh, yeah.
because you've done all your prep, you've done your rehearsals, you just go for it. But I always found it fascinating thinking that, well, if you're getting like a script, you're going to get new pages, you're going to get rewrites. How quickly or how much time do you have to learn that new stuff? Because
Oh, it depends on whether it depends really on the writing. If it's good writing, really good writing, it's not hard to remember. But if it's not good writing, it's very hard to remember because it doesn't really make much sense. And a lot of movies, don't make a lot of sense when you really tear them apart. They're, they might be fun, they might be action adventure, but they're not real storytelling. I prefer stories about people, and those are usually very well written, and so but I still do read it several times before I get into my part.
yeah, it's I find Shakespeare the hardest thing to memorize, because
Oh, yeah.
it's and I did a production of The Winter's Tale 2 years ago, and I tell you something, it was the hardest Shakespeare I've ever done, and I'm like, never again.
Oh, really? You were
Yeah,
scared?
there are other pieces like Hamlet and The Tempest, which are really quite entertaining. But I was talking to some of my friends who were in the show with me this week, and I said I was in the show and I still don't know the plot. So it's
That's
yeah.
happened to me too.
Someone was
Wow.
talking to, and I'm like, No, you died, you came back to life, and that's, yeah, I couldn't get that one. Yeah, The Winter's Tale. Yeah, no, definite miss.
Well, the other ones are pretty damn good too.
Yeah.
Did you play? Did you play in Hamlet?
I've not done Hamlet. I did The Tempest. I did The Winter's Tale. I did A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh,
The
that's
Merchant of Venice. Yeah, but it's because,
Which
as I say, my home is Stratford. It's everyone wants to do Shakespeare, but yeah. Move
yeah,
on.
yeah. No, that's great stuff. It's always new, really, because it's so profound. You know, the statements he's making about the human condition, that it's never ever really goes out of date, you know. And here in America, we do Shakespeare very often with American accents, and we Americanize it so American audiences can get into it a little more. Not always, but sometimes. And that
Yeah,
seems
I
to,
understand.
yeah, it seems to help Americans follow the plot a little better.
But then you say that your mother is from Manchester. So do you consider yourself half English, or do you just total
Certainly.
American?
Half English,
Half English.
yep.
You probably get our sense of humor a lot better than most. So that's probably why you like sort of British shows, because you were talking about Poirot, that you like
Yeah.
that.
I love the English shows, BritBox and Acorn. There's always in Father Brown I'm watching now. Mrs.
really?
Fisher
Okay.
I watched. Mrs. Fisher was great. The costumes were beautiful. That was a good
Yeah.
one. Did you like it?
I've seen clips of it, but I haven't watched all of it. But yeah, we do have some really great costume designers in this country.
Oh, you do. And wig designers and set designers and directors and everything and writers. It's amazing how good the work is there, and they get paid much less than we do here.
I know everyone goes to Hollywood to get the money, but comes to Britain for the craft. Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic, Stephen. It's good to see you. I'm glad you got on today.
I know. I'm sorry. I couldn't get in Zoom, and then the comment where you posted it, it dropped off, and I'm like, get my phone, see if I can get the comments, and then here we go. So I made it.
Excellent.
Good. We're glad you did.
Well, it's always nice to speak to you because, you know, I live on my own. I'm still off work. This is the highlight of my week, to talk to somebody about, you know, sort of entertainment and the arts. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great. It's nice to talk to you too, always.
Well, as long as you remember me each week and you're not like, who is this guy?
I remember you.
Yeah, with my crimson face because of the terrible lighting. Yeah.
You're just fine. Well, it's nice to see you again.
Absolutely. Well, nice to
you.
speak to you both. And thank you for answering tonight's questions. So as promised,
sure.
I tried something different. So yeah, a week off from Bond.
Good question. And take care of yourself. Be safe.
I will do. We're still wearing our masks and still off work until the 1st of October. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, you take care. Nice to speak to you.
Excellent. So we're going to do a couple more questions from Facebook. Mike Taylor asks, what was your favorite Charlie's Angels episode? Dun, dun, dun.
The one where I got hypnotized by Dr. Brothers. I don't know what that was called. Do you remember?
I should remember. Attack Angels. Attack Angels. That's it.
Attack Angels. That was it. I really liked that one. I liked being hypnotized. Not that I really was, but it was fun to play that. So I liked it.
That was fantastic. Steven asked, I think I know the answer to this question, but at what point in season 3 of that 70 show did you know you were going to leave the show?
Well, my husband got very sick and I knew I was going to leave the show then. So that's what I did. And he, you know, he was just too ill for me to work.
Yeah. Before, Stephen asked, before accepting the film role, were you told if the movie was going to be a direct to video? Now, I don't know what movie that was, so we don't know. I don't know.
Which film?
It doesn't say.
Oh,
There you go. There you go. So, so I think that's it. I don't see any more questions. And if I missed your question, I am completely sorry, guys. But there's so many people watching us on Facebook. So many questions. This week, of course, Tanya mentioned that she filmed the Beastmaster is coming back. It's being re-released on a 4K, which is the highest. They're remastering it, so it's going to be really beautiful. So
oh, nice.
I can't wait to see it. And the director, I believe it's the director, is looking for, if anybody out there has the original Beastmaster 35 millimeter, which was the first cut, they're looking for it desperately. I posted it on the Facebook page of Tanya's Facebook page. If you guys have it or have heard of it or seen it, they are looking for it. I think they're looking to make a special DVD release or Blu-ray release on that too. I guess has different. It's a different cut. It's the original cut from the director. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I haven't heard of anyone who has it, but I'll keep my ears open.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. There's another one that someone just found. I mean, people find these things all the time. You know, like in an old theater, just sitting in the corner. And you're like,
Sure.
there's the film we've been looking for 25 years. Who knew? What is, okay, I have to ask, what is Lance making for dinner on the heated days up there?
I don't know. I have to ask, what are you making for dinner, Lance? Oh, I know, mustard chicken.
Mustard chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Is
He's
it
a
like
regular gourmand. He's a very good cook, a very good
Wow.
chef.
That sounds delicious. Is that a breast of chicken or is that like a chicken, a big chicken?
Breast.
Oh.
Breast and thighs.
Breast and thighs. Well, that's so good.
Yeah.
Well, Tanya, our time has come to an end again on this really, really 100-degree hot Saturday in Los Angeles.
Yeah. It's come to an end once again. Well, thank you so much, Mike. It was great as usual.
It's been fun. I'm going to go now to my bedroom and sit there for 3 days in the air conditioner.
Cool off. I got you, man.
Just be really cool. Well, I hope the kids are doing well, and
They're doing great.
I know they're good. Okay, well, that's it. Thank you everybody for watching the show today. Please tune in next week. Thanks for all the great questions. And I forgot, next week we're going to do another drawing for another Sheena DVD. I forgot to do it this week, but we'll do one next week. It's something to look forward to.
Okay, sounds good.
That's good. All right, be safe out there. Wear your mask, social distance, and
keep your hands washed.
Yes, and please have fun. Please have fun.
Yeah, have a good time.
Have a safe Memorial weekend, everybody.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.